Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to talk about something I think we all wrestle with, finding our way to a life that actually feels fulfilling. It really boils down to learning how to trust your gut, how to tune out all the noise from the world, and maybe toughest of all, how to get past those roadblocks we put up for ourselves. So let's dive in. I want to kick things off with this quote because it hits home, right? It speaks to this fundamental truth that our lives rarely make sense as they're happening. It's a powerful reminder that the journey is almost never a straight line. And you know what? That's not just okay. It's probably exactly how it's supposed to be. So if you can't see where you're going, what are you supposed to do? Well, that brings us to the very first, most fundamental idea here. You have to start by building this deep, unshakable faith in your own future, especially when the path ahead is totally foggy. Now, look, this isn't about some kind of blind, wishful thinking. It's more like a core belief system you build for yourself. It's this deep-down conviction that all the random seeming things happening, the good, the bad, the weird detours, are all somehow leading you where you need to go. That trust, that's the fuel that lets you put one foot in front of the other. And what's really interesting here is that it doesn't actually matter what you put your trust in. Seriously, call it your gut, call it destiny, life, karma, whatever works for you. The specific name isn't important. The act of trusting, that's the whole game. And this is where the magic happens, because that trust, it transforms into courage. It gives you the permission you need to actually listen to your heart, to follow that quiet inner voice, even when it's telling you to step off the safe, predictable road everyone else is on. And that one decision to go your own way, that's what makes all the difference. Okay, so you've decided to trust yourself. Awesome. But almost immediately, you're going to run into a huge obstacle, the constant, deafening noise coming from the outside world. This is all about learning to handle the pressure from society and the endless stream of other people's opinions. There's a specific word for this trap: dogma. And it's defined perfectly here as living with the results of other people's thinking. It's basically letting someone else's life plan become your default setting. And let's be real, your time on this planet is limited. It's the one thing you can't get more of, so falling into this trap is a waste you just can't afford. This really lays out the choice we all face every single day. On one side, you have your own inner voice, guiding you down a path that's uniquely yours, one that leads to real, authentic satisfaction. And on the other side, you have dogma, the noise, and that path leads to you living out someone else's version of a good life. So the question is simple: which voice are you going to let win? And here's why that choice matters so much. Because that deep, true satisfaction in life, it doesn't come from getting a thumbs up from everyone else. It comes from doing work that you believe is great. And let's be honest, the only way to pour your heart into something and do truly great work day after day is to absolutely love it. If you haven't found that yet, the message is loud and clear. Keep looking. Please don't settle. So you're trusting your gut, you're tuning out the noise, but now you come face to face with what might be the toughest opponent of all, the enemy inside your own head. This is all about looking your own fear in the eye and dealing with its power to keep you stuck. Let's just run through what fear does real quick. First up, it's a dream killer. It's that little voice whispering, "You're not smart enough," or "That's impossible." It just chips away at the very vision that's supposed to be driving you forward. And next on its hit list, hope. Hope is the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. It's the belief that your efforts will pay off. Fear just snuffs out that light, leaving you feeling like, why even bother? And here's the end game. After it's taken your dreams and your hope, fear leaves you completely and totally paralyzed. It stops you from taking action, from doing the things you are absolutely capable of. It just traps you right where you are. So let's be absolutely clear on this. Fear is public enemy number one when it comes to your potential. It is the single biggest thing standing between who you are and who you could be. The most important battle you will ever fight on your journey is the one against your own fear. So how in the world do you win a battle like that? Well, the answer lies in making a very conscious, very deliberate shift. This is the turning point. It's learning to act based on your principles, not on your constantly changing, totally unreliable feelings. I love this slide because it puts the choice so clearly. Think about it. When you follow your feelings, I don't feel like it, I'm not motivated today, where does that get you? At the end of that road is nothing. But when you follow a principle, like discipline or honesty or commitment,
At the end of that road, there is always a promise of a result. So here's the bottom line. You have to be the boss of your emotions. You can't let them be the boss of you. Look, feelings are great passengers, but they are terrible, terrible drivers. Discipline is the tool you use to put them in the back seat so you can stay on course. Because if you don't, your emotions will drive you right off a cliff every single day. Okay, this brings us to the final and most empowering part of this whole journey. After you've navigated all those challenges, inside and out, it's time to realize one simple truth. You are the one writing your story. It's time to take back the pen. Just let that sink in for a second. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday, or last year, or 10 years ago. It doesn't matter what mistakes you've made. Your past does not have to be your future. Right here, right now, the final chapter of your life is a blank page, and you are holding the pen. You are in control. And here's the playbook for how to do it. Step 1, take total responsibility. No more excuses, no more blame. Step 2, live with passion. Live with a fire inside you, like today is all you've got. 3, push yourself. Make the decision that you are going all in on what you want. And finally, number 4, just don't give up. Persevere, because there is always, always a way forward. In the end, everything we've talked about, all these ideas, they all boil down to this one single question. It doesn't matter what's happened to you. It doesn't matter what obstacles are in your way. The only thing in the entire world that matters now is your response. So what are you going to do about it?